souls began to intertwine. Your heart of gold, so pure, divine. And I lost myself within the fire, breaking free from my desire. A heart of gold,
Hey, good morning, guys. So, holy moly. It is Thursday, and my week has been chaotic. I didn't even weigh in on my normal weigh-in day, so I think I'll just put that off for a week. It is first week of October. We had crappy rainy days. The sun is finally out. It's cool, which I love the cool days. And as far as crappy rainy days, they weren't that bad. It's just that the day before it was 80, and then all of a sudden it's down to 50 and rainy and cold. So did the normal week thing. Yesterday I was down at my parents'. I don't have to go tomorrow. Thank goodness. I kind of need a day at my house. It's been a rough one because, well, it's a good, bad thing. My insurance finally kicked in at work, which is a good thing, except now my paychecks aren't bringing in as much, and yet my bills haven't gone down. So it's one of those things that it's half of one, 6 dozen of the other. I just can't get caught up, which stresses me out, and then I don't eat healthy. So that's kind of where I'm at, is I haven't been eating right. If I don't have the options, I'm okay. But if the option is there, like yesterday my dad made breakfast for lunch, which is fine. And he's like, can I have eggs and sausage for you? And then he puts a pile of pancakes on the table. And of course, I had pancakes because I like pancakes. I like everything bread. And I'm paying for it today. My tummy hurts. It hurts. I've been on the pot several different times. Not being able to go. Wanting to go and not being able to. Finally, I think I finally got it, so I should be okay. But now my tummy's kind of got the crampy thing going on. Two other really good things that are happening at work is I am finally getting the stand-up desk, or the stand-up tray that goes on top of your desk. I don't know what it would be called. Stand-up shelf? I don't know. Where I'll be able to stand up and sit down at my desk instead of just sitting there the whole 10-hour shift, because it starts to hurt my legs, my back, all of them. So that's going to be a plus. I got a notice the other day that I will be getting that, so I'm super excited about that. Plus, they got in some new chairs that, I mean, they're not brand new by any means. They came from a different center or office. So hopefully I can find a chair that fits me a little bit better. I am really short from my knees to my back. So a lot of times chairs where when I sit in them, my knees are at the edge of the chair, but my back is not at the back of the chair, so I have no back support. Or you get those chairs that have the lumbar in them, which is great, except for now they're so short-seated because I got a bubble butt. I got the big booty. And the lumbar doesn't hit right. Yeah, so I'm very particular about my chairs. And I'm one of those people, I sit up straight most generally. I mean, I'm not perfectly sitting up straight all the time, but I most generally have pretty good posture in my chair because I can't afford to slouch. My back hurts when I slouch. Even in this truck, because my husband's adjuster for the seat doesn't sit it up far enough, that I have one of the things that I bought for my office chair that didn't work for me in it. It's the lumbar mesh thing. I have it in here to sit me up straighter. So, anyway, so we got some good things going on at work. It's going to make my day a lot more comfortable in my 10-hour shift. So I'm super excited about that. Also started my training for my integration into the next stage. So like a promotion. And if I get that, then I'll be getting a raise, which will help. I mean, it's not going to be it's not going to be like a $2 or $3 raise or anything like that. It's probably, I think they said a quarter, maybe 50 cents. But hey, every little bit helps. I'll take any type of raise they want to give me, because I got a lot done yesterday at my parents' farm. Stuff that I am so excited is done. In another week, maybe. I'm not down there this Friday, tomorrow. So I'm down there next Wednesday. And I think next Friday. Depends on the football schedule. If we end up going the opposite way during football, then I don't go down there. So there's no point in me driving down there, turn around, drive back, get ready. It just takes too much out of the day. But I have one little area that I got to get cleaned up. And then we can move on to the next section. Basically, we're doing like 12 feet sections at a time in this building, because there's just so much stuff in there. And I'm going through it. We're throwing out what isn't needed anymore. Reorganizing things so stuff that wasn't utilized very much was out front, and the stuff that we were needing was in the back, because that's where it got set on the day that it got set, because we just go in there, hurry up and set it and get the hell out. So the stuff that you need, you couldn't get to. So I'm reorganizing that, and I'm putting, the stuff that we use once a year goes towards the back. The stuff that we use once a week, every day, blah, 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 it comes up front. And it's made so much of a difference. So much of a difference. But there's still so much to go through. And there's stuff I don't know what to do with, so I'm just putting it in totes. And then my dad and my brother and my nephew or whoever need to come out and say, yes, this tool goes here. This tool, they need to organize it. I'm putting all the tools in one tote. I'm putting all of the motors in this area, but I don't know if that's the area they want them in, but right now that's the area I've got to put them in, because it's the only area I got. And it's just a constant reorganizing and and then it's crazy. It's kind of like your life. Constantly reorganizing your life. That's what I'm doing. I'm constantly reorganizing my life. And I'm not getting very far very fast. So this is just kind of a blah, blah, blah bitch session. I will have my meal prep up tomorrow. And then I talked to my husband today, because I'm meal prepping all this food and then he's not eating it. Well, with his community service that he's doing 3 days of the week, he eats over there. They give him a free lunch. So I'm like, and those happen to be 3 days that I'm at work, or 2 days that I'm at work here, actual work. And then for supper, he's just making sandwiches. So I'm like, so I'm meal prepping all this food, and then I'm throwing, I go, if you're not going to eat it, that's fine. Let me know. I'll put it in the freezer. I'll dish it up for myself and put it in the freezer. So my meal prep videos are probably going to start to get very small, as in one meal a day or one meal a week because I'm going to have all of these other meals in my freezer. I made a stew, green chili, which will be on my meal prep video, and he hasn't eaten any of it. So I dished it all up and put it in smaller containers to freeze. Why not? You know, I'm not gonna, I'm one of those cooks. I can't cook small batches. I cook large everything, and I'm fine. I don't mind freezing something and grabbing it to go. It's going to make my life so much easier to have a meal in the freezer. So things are going to be changing on the meal front because there's just the two of us, and I'm not going to waste food. I will not throw food out. If we don't eat it, then the dog gets it, but usually I eat it, and sometimes I have to eat the same thing over and over and over because he's not eating any of it. So it's like, if you're not going to be eating all of this, I'm going to really cut down on what I'm prepping. He's like, oh, okay. He don't care. He doesn't have the food addiction I have. His addiction lies in other things, not food. He's addicted to video games and things like that. I'm addicted to food, so he could care less. There's days I don't even think he eats. Makes me so mad. But all right, so I'm at work. I'm gonna go in. I feel like I need to go sit down on the potty again. My tummy is so messed up. So my own fault though. So what, can't blame anybody but myself. But all right, I am going to let you go, and I hope you have a great day. Hey, remember, do you. Don't let anybody else tell you what you should and shouldn't be doing. It's your body, it's your health, it's your life. Do you, take advice they offer, but just because they offer it doesn't mean you have to do it that way. Love y'all. See you later. Bye.